We're not entirely sure why he invited us to this get-together either. We've never met.
Yes. Maybe it's my expertise in art history.
Might have also been because we stopped that assassin who was trying to kill Justice.
Oh, that is true. That could also be a reason as well.
All right. So you're free to move about the front yard and houses you see fit. You do see Kiln kind of walk out. Ow, fuck. Sorry. Kind of walk out onto a balcony and address the crowd and say, please enjoy yourselves tonight. Feel free to explore the house. It has been in my family for quite a long time. So I will make an announcement shortly, so please do be prepared to return to the front yard.
Hi, Kelm. I'll wave at him.
He kind of raises an eyebrow and oh yes, and then he waves back.
See, he invited us. He goes, "We're supposed to be here."
But he kind of goes back inside, and you see he's got two what look like hooded figure guards just kind of trailing behind him at all times.
I mean, I'm not surprised he's a priest. They tend to have lots of very attractive young men following them around.
Yeah.
But Sebastian,
weird.
you see Sebastian kind of walk up sheepishly to you and twiddling his fingers. He's like, "Man, should we explore the house or should we just mingle?"
Sebastian, I think you should mingle.
He goes, "Oh, all right."
Yeah, you're allowed to do whatever you please.
He kind of flourishes with his hand, and his costume, his outfit changes into that of a nice two-piece suit, deep red, offsetting his skin color. And he's like, I suppose I can mingle. And he starts to head off to the crowd.
Excellent.
He's
a
plant guy. He knows how to do. He knows how to coordinate colors.
All right, Snap. We need to figure something out. I get real close to you. I kind of put my little hand over my little snout to whisper so that you can hear me. I'll be like, "All right, listen. It's real suspicious why we've been invited here."
Really?
Yes. I'll tell you, here's my thought process. We saved someone. Possibly opposition or someone who is slightly opposed to this individual. He might want to do one of two things. Butter us up so that we're on his side, so that he can abuse his power and try to manipulate us. Or, who did we figure out who was actually the one trying to kill people?
Let me open that and tell you. It was a man named Frieden Null.
Frieden Null
you would
might
know
be
this.
Here, or Frieden Null is trying to get rid of us here at this party, or something along those lines.
Okay, well, I think the whole buttering us up thing might be a little, maybe a little far-fetched, because I feel like either him or somebody who works for him would have approached us already and would be, I don't know, trying to be nice to us.
I don't know. Someone just seems a little fishy.
But who knows? I feel like we should take Dad's advice for once, though, and try and be a little cautious and not get arrested.
Oh, I completely agree. But being smarter than the wealthy elite isn't necessarily a crime. So I'm going to go flaunt my intelligence in front of these uncultured swine.
I'll be at the food table and keeping an eye on Sebastian.
All right. So you watch Sebastian kind of sheepishly approach a group, and they kind of straighten up, and then they kind of devolve into a conversation. And he seems to be hitting it off quite well. The snack table is catered by two halfling women, and there's pastries, there's meats, there's little pigs in blankets, or
pigs in blanket.
Yeah, there's a whole plate of them. And you can see also a little bit to the right is a bar set up, and there's a couple people waiting in line to get drinks.
I want to walk up to another group of people, wealthy people, that are just talking.
Okay. They see you coming and they kind of stop and adjust themselves to be more.
You said adjust yourself, and I'm just like, they started squatting.
No.
Here, let me get to your eye line. I'm like, you bastards!
You can see that it's two gentlemen and a young girl, probably maybe 14 or 15. And they see you coming and they adjust themselves, and then as you approach they go, "Huh. Oh, who are you?"
I am Kona Akan, the city's, possibly even the world's greatest archaeologist.
You go, "Really?
Yes.
What's your accomplishments
I'm gonna
then?"
look at her clothing. Does it look? Is it like any particular style of clothing?
For the young girl?
Yes.
It's a nice dress. Oh, fuck, I just hit my mic. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear.
Okay, sorry. It's a nice dress. Very conservative. And she's just she seems a little sheepish. The two men seem to be her chaperones or family members, however, you're not sure of which, but they do seem to be with her. And she's just kind of staring at you with wide eyes.
I'm going to assess her dress. Can I tell like what style, or like is it like very clearly like elven 17th century?
It's human. It's kind of like run of the mill, probably just picked off a rack and thrown together real quick. Okay. The two gentlemen, on the other hand, are much more put together. Their outfits look intentional. It looks like they've probably been to these parties plenty of times. So she does kind of stand out. It's more or less, it's not that she's not supposed to be there. It's more like maybe this is her first time out.
Yes. But you've heard so much about me. What are your names? Who are you?
One of the gentlemen's, the dwarf one, goes, "Well, my name is August. I run."
Nice to meet you, August.
"I run a few fishing vessels out of the port."
Of course.
And the other one is, what was he? Hold on, let me check my notes. Where's my mouse? There it is. He goes, it's an elvish man, probably late in his life, maybe in his 800s. And he goes, "My name is Phil." No, not Phil. I'm sorry. Fill in. He goes, "My name is Fill in." He goes, "My name is Philin."
Okay.
Oh my god, it's Dr. Phil.
He goes, "My name is Philin. I run a blacksmithing company."
I am going to beat you up and throw rocks through your window.
Yes, fill in. And what was the dwarf's name?
August.
August, yes. And you, madam?
She kind of like gets like a little jump as you address her, and she goes, "Oh, my name's Felicity. I'm here with my uncle."
Nice to
and
meet
she
you,
points.
Felicity.
She points to August, and she goes,
What did you say their relation was?
It's her uncle."
Is she also a dwarf?
No, she's not a dwarf. She appears to be humanoid, but you can't see her ears, and she doesn't have any. She's not a tiefling, obviously, but she doesn't have any of their defining characteristics.
Interesting. Nice to meet you, Felicity. The pleasure is all mine.
She goes,
I'm going to do a little spin in my dragon costume.
She goes, "I've never seen a kobold before."
Really?
She goes, "Yes, I'm usually in the temple studying."
Oh.
But
A learned individual.
But today, Uncle said for my birthday he'd allow me to come to the party.
Interesting. And you wanted to be here, Felicity?
She kind of like smiles and says, "It's a lot of fun."
Well, you don't seem to be very jovial about it. You seem very reserved. You should be more. If this is what you wanted for your birthday, I would think that you'd be more like, what?
She kind of like straightens up and says, "I'm not a child."
I didn't say that you were. Look at me. I do my little spin in my little dragon costume. I'm partying it up.